Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video from virtualroof.com, where we provide cloud computing services that allow your employees to work from anywhere and still be under one virtual roof. We do this by hosting over 300 software applications and their associated data. All of those applications and data can be accessed and used from any of the devices you see on this screen. If you'd like more information about us, you can go to our website. You could also do a search for virtualroof.com on YouTube. You can send us an email at info@virtualroof.com, or you can call us at 866-932-2281. Okay, in this video I'd like to compare Salesforce.com to Act hosted by virtualroof.com. And the main thing that you need to remember first of all is the platform. And the platform that you're using with Salesforce.com is a proprietary cloud-based software. In our environment, we're actually giving you a Windows-based platform. It's cloud-based with Windows desktop applications on it. So you're getting what we refer to as a virtual desktop. And in that desktop, we can host over 300 different software applications. So it's a much bigger solution than Salesforce.com. Secondly, just because it's a Windows environment doesn't mean you have to log in using a Windows machine. You can log in and use that same Windows desktop with a Mac, with an iPad, with an Android, with a Linux machine, and of course a Windows machine. And you can log in anywhere you have an internet connection. So I wanted to establish that first, in that it's totally different platforms that we're talking about here. All right. Now let's move on into the features. Salesforce.com has multiple packages that you can buy. They actually start at $5 per user and they go up to $300 per user. Okay, we didn't include the $5 package because almost nobody can use that, and we didn't include the $300 per user package because almost nobody can afford that. So we just left it at these guys. Suffice it to know that in the $300 package, there are some features and functions in that package that you get with virtualroof.com and Act. So I'm not going to get into that in this particular presentation though. All right, I invite you to pause this video. I'm not going to really spend any time here. Notice down the right hand side, those are our prices, $49 per month. And all the way down this list, including the all the way down where it says $125 a month on the left hand side over here, those features in that list, almost all of those are included at our $49 package. So you just need to look at that and then just kind of spend some time here. I'm going to move on to the next slide. And basically what we're doing is we're just going to flip this thing around. And so on the left hand side are all the things that you get with the $49 package from us. And on the right hand side are all the things that you get with Salesforce.com at $125 a month. Okay, so you almost get all of our features with Salesforce.com. What you don't get are down at the bottom, unlimited support and secure data storage for other types of files. Just so you know, and we'll hit this in a little bit towards the end of the presentation, unlimited support down there. Salesforce.com gives you a support package, but they have a 2-day response time frame. That's their stated response time. Okay? All right, let's move on. We have additional packages also. And so when you move up to our $79 package, you get everything at the $49 package, plus you get Microsoft Office hosted. Okay, so now we're hosting that. Now you've got that in the cloud as well. Okay, integration with Office. Salesforce does some of that, but it's limited. Act and Office integration is incredible. It's all throughout. It integrates with Word, it integrates with Outlook, it integrates with Excel, and the Outlook integration is awesome. You also get with us, you get live webinars. Okay, with us you get unlimited video training, and you do with them as well. By the way, you don't get any live training with Salesforce.com. With us you get personal one-on-one training. They're not going to give you that. Consulting services. They're not going to give you that. They have some, but they're going to be charging for that. At $89 is our next package up the line. You get advanced marketing strategies. You don't get that with them. Integration with accounting software. QuickBooks hosted, QuickBooks hosted, they're not going to host QuickBooks for you. Advanced dashboards, 2 hours of consulting services. We've actually moved that up to the $79 a month package. So you get that with the $79 package. Sales and marketing, these are just some of the examples of the consulting services that we offer. Okay, you also get more live webinars at this package. Okay, and these are some really cool webinars. You also can get VoIP integration with this package at no extra hosting fee from us. Advanced duplication management, so to handle duplicate records in your database. Field calculations, automatic or automated marketing strategies, will show you how to do that, and advanced database customization where you can add additional tables to your database. All right, now there's some other major points you need to keep in mind when you're comparing us to Salesforce.com. And one of those is Salesforce.com gives you a monthly price, but you have to pay annually. That should throw up a big red flag for you, meaning that they know you're not going to be happy with their service, but you've already paid them for 12 full months, so you're stuck. And just to make sure that you know that I'm not blowing smoke on this one, we'll switch over here real quick, and here's their pricing packages. And there's their per user per month price, but look right here, billed annually, okay? So you got to always look at the fine print with Salesforce.com. That's a recurring theme throughout their services, so you need to be careful of that. All right, next up, Salesforce software is proprietary. You can't easily get your data back without losing some of it. Okay, you can't install Salesforce.com on your local machine. You can't do that. With ACT, you could. So on our services, if you ever decided to move back onto your local systems, you can do that because it's ACT software. It's what I call over-the-counter software, meaning you can install it on any Windows-based machine you want. Salesforce.com's stated response time for support is 2 days. Oh my goodness. If you want better response time, 1 to 8 hours, and more qualified support personnel, it costs an extra 15 to 25% per user. So you pick your package, and then you add 15 to 25% to that, and you get 1 to 8 hours response time. Salesforce has a track record of taking away features and moving them to more expensive levels to encourage customers to upgrade. In other words, they haven't changed their pricing on their packages, and they'll tell you that. But what they do is they remove features. And they move them to the higher price packages. Salesforce has a 1 gig limit on storage, and it's expensive to buy more. Now, this is a little bit of a moving number, and it's kind of hard to find, but you can find it if you spend a little bit of time on their website. And so you probably need to confirm that. I do know that I think they do a certain number of megs per user. I want to say it's like 620 megs per user or something like that. It's kind of confusing. We give you 5 gigs per user, and each additional gig is only 25 cents for the whole company, so it's not on a per user basis. The main thing with Salesforce.com is you have to read the fine print. And I mentioned that a little while ago. There's fine print all over their website. And a good example of that is you can move up to their premier support plan. Okay? But there's features within that plan that require that you have 200 users or that you spend a minimum of $50,000 a year with them. So even when you move up to the Premier package, and they give you this list of features that you can take advantage of with that package, some of them require you to have a minimum of 200 users. It's crazy how many places where there's small print. Well, that pretty much does it as far as this particular comparison goes. Just so you can see what our desktops look like, I'm going to pull a couple of those up right now. Here's the Windows desktop. I'm sitting physically in Orlando, Florida right now. Matter of fact, let me go back to my local machine for a moment. Okay, this is my local machine. And here in Orlando, Florida. You can see I have hardly any software here on my desktop. So now I'm going to go to one of the virtual desktops. This is one of our demo accounts. This happens to be act_3. And this is a Windows desktop. This desktop would look exactly the same regardless of whether you're using a Mac, an Android, an iPad, or a Windows machine or a Linux machine. And this is, Microsoft Office is on here. Here's Act. Just so you can see that, we've got all kinds of add-on features here. There's a dialer on here, by the way, that we've added to. That's the VoIP integration. Here's the link to QuickBooks up here. And so we've got all kinds of features in here on this system where you can access it all in the cloud. Everybody can be in the same database at the same time. It's all live as if you're under one virtual roof. And then if I'll go back and look at my own desktop, and you can see here's QuickBooks, and here's what my desktop looks like. And you can see there's the QuickBooks icon. So again, this is a full-blown desktop. Just so you know, even though this is a virtual environment, it moves really fast. Let me move back over here to one of our demo logins. And you can see I'm in this database right now. I'm going to do a lookup, all contacts. So I've got 147 records. You can see how quickly that switched. Double click there, how quickly that switched back to the detail view. And if I scroll through these just as fast as I'm clicking, it's moving. You see that? Alright, so it's really fast. If I want to type something into one of these fields, I'm just typing gibberish. You can see how quickly that's typing. Okay, so it's a very fast environment, even though I'm in Orlando, Florida, and this database is on the opposite corner of the U.S. in Bellingham, Washington. Thanks again for taking a few minutes to watch this video from virtualroof.com. Keep in mind, everything that you saw in this video can be done from any of the devices on this screen. If you'd like more information about us, you can go to our website. You could also do a search for virtualroof.com on YouTube. You can send us an email at info@virtualroof.com, or you can call us at 866-932-2281.